In Malaysian politics, there is probably no one more outspoken than Anwar Ibrahim. The former Deputy Prime Minister spent 6 years in jail on what he claims were trumped-up charges, yet he has no qualms about speaking his mind at either home or abroad. Nevertheless, his fierce criticism of corruption and cronyism in Malaysia often means supporters feel more comfortable meeting with him far from the public eye. It was partly for that reason Mr. Anwar was in Hong Kong yesterday. He spoke to members of the media, in addition to making plans to meet backers from Malaysia's business and political community. At the top of everyone's mind are parliamentary elections that could be called as early as March. A top issue in the polls is the inclusion of minority groups, such as Indian and ethnic Chinese, who have long been disenfranchised with Malaysia's electoral process. Because Mr. Anwar spent time in prison, Malaysian law bars him from running, at least until April 14th when he becomes eligible again. He told reporters his multiracial People's Justice Party could put behind the race-based politics that has dominated Malaysia for more than half a century.
I'm a Malay, I'm a Muslim, and I believe that only by protecting and securing the interests of the Malays would there be stability in the country. But this cannot be at the same time a zero-sum game at the expense of the Chinese and the Indians in the country. So, and we have now produced, at least introduced, some very prominent Malay leaders, Chinese leaders and Indian leaders. And I think in the elections, we will be fielding multiracial candidates in these constituencies. So I know it is a daunting task.
Mr. Anwar has also been fiercely critical of the government's controversial new economic policy, which provides affirmative action for Malays. He said that the policy had hindered Malaysia's economic growth and international standing.
My argument in this, in crafting this new Malaysian economic agenda is that we are losing our competitiveness. Malaysia have lost its team compared to the 90s. With all the limitations of the 90s, we were far better in the 90s. Foreign direct investments we have lost, growth we have lost, attractiveness as which is key to an emerging market, emerging economy. They've lost. Not to China, India, to Vietnam, FDI to Indonesia, to Thailand. Why? Partly because of our obsolete policies, and this is linked with NAP. So if you persist in pursuing this agenda, we do it at the expense not only about the Chinese and Indians, the expense of the Malays, because we are not able to prepare and grow.
When asked about Malaysia's anti-terrorism efforts, Mr. Anwar spoke against the danger of sacrificing due process in the name of security.
The laws, the security apparatus against this extremist cell, be it Islamic or whatever, I have no qualms about that. Yeah. But then you must use a due process. I've been a victim of International Security Act twice. I know precisely what it means. But in this case, the latest case, you find 5 of these Hindu leaders arrested under ISA. And now when they amended, no investigation, they can be brought immediately. Before, by the time, 2 months, you are under police custody for this intensive brainwashing, or they call it turnover process. If they fail, then they jump you into the security detention, Internal Security Act. Now, they just take you straight to the rehabilitation center, they call it, it's a prison in the north.
For the South China Morning Post, this is Richard Pine.